Welcoming you back to Crypto's Juiciest News. We are coming off the back of fierce liquidations of cryptocurrency. Ticky down. I was hoping for ticky up. I can't believe it is almost 2026. We still haven't freaking moved. Come on, bro. What are we waiting for? We're going to go through some breaking news, friends. We're going to go through, there's a famous female crypto trader, HoneyXBT. We're going to cover a bit about it. I'm just going to have to give you the juice right now. They found her trading account. The bitch has been trading with $10 the whole time. $10! She amassed a large following of even people like Crypto Kobe and all these other big KOLs out of respect. $10 for 4 years, bro. Everyone has been fooled. This whole industry is just full of larps. My gosh. We're going to go through crypto liquidations, US lawmakers talking about crypto, more things to scare us with this freaking some multi-sig wallet going to the poopy town, Nvidia AI, we've got MicroStrategy buying Bitcoin, MetaPlanet. Tomley got a confirmation of how much Ethereum he owns. And we're going to go through some more StableCoin SuperCycle and payments coming out. And we're also going to speak a bit about, friends, we'll start a bit with Charlie Kirk stuff because some interesting stuff from his funeral. BTC monthly candle still green. It is still green, $112,000. Doesn't look like much damage on the monthly candle, of course. But when you go down into the poopy town, it looks horrendous. This is the daily chart for BTC. Yeah, it just looks shocking because like, well, hey, we want to go up. Why do you have to go down? That's what happens. Put on a 1 hour chart just so you can see. No. Everyone's zoomed in. No. That's what happens, man. You know, a lot of us friends, it's just... we gotta crank it a bit, you know? What's it gonna take, bro? What's it gonna take? Oh, my gosh. I can't even afford real ciggies, so I have to just use these prop ones. You know what I mean? That's the state of the bear market right now. Ethereum, friends, is now actually a red candle for the month. Another reset of sorts. Hopefully, we finish off Rectember green. But, I mean, hopefully Rectember finishes green. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Well, remember, friends, we still have to look at the big picture. And the big picture is that everything's actually dog shit still. Looks like it's getting better, though. This is the Bitcoin dominance, having a bit of a ticky up. You still have many KOLs, Crypto Copen. Ben Copen believes that we're going to go through Bitcoin 75% dominance. I'm just going to wait and see. Same as everything else. Going to keep waiting. Nothing to see here. Waiting and waiting and waiting. You're probably wondering, Somi, did something happen with the macro? Nope. Just crypto decided to shit the bed out of nowhere. This is actually the S&P 500. It's making new all-time highs again. It's up to 6,700 pretty much, I think. Almost. Did it touch 6,700? Maybe it nicked it as well. So, yeah, the S&P 500 is absolutely beaming. But what we're going to do now, we're going to have a look at the racist Anti-Semetic Russell. Friends, Anti-Semetic Russell, it's starting to really piss me off now. Because you're already through the high, Habib. What are we possibly waiting for? What we're going to do, we're going to have a look at Anti-Semetic Russell. Here he is right now. Anti-Semitic, racist, bigoted, transphobic, everything. Here we have racist Russell. Remember, he closed above the all-time high, decided to just next day come back below it, and now it's actually ticky up. It's kind of nice, actually. So why are we going down? Well, not really going down. It's just fence. It's like a couple of % move. It's just the pain of like, come on, bro. Like, how much freaking longer do we have to sit in this torture and turmoil, man? It's like taking forever, you piece of crap. Look, fans, just to let you know conceptually what's actually going on. Yes, they printed a lot of money. They hiked rates. This planned zombie virus trash thing, whatever the hell was going on, the volatility has been too much for people. Yeah? Zombie virus, lock everybody up, start jabbing everybody with needles, okay? And then basically no one goes to jail for anything. Okay, World Economic Forum, you're going to own nothing. Total psyops, right? Bro, total psyops. Hey, you're not going to own anything, but I am, and I'll be happy. But you'll be happy too because you won't own anything. So all that psyops and stuff is shocking everybody. Because, friends, that's what happens. The programming, when they do it too fast, right, they take their foot off when they start to see people react. That's how they do it. They just literally, friends, it's evil manipulation, scum, trash. I hope it's non-human intelligence in controlled, because that means there's a long-term plan. I really do hope that. We got to take the point. We got to take the view that it really is that. If you don't think that, then pretty much we're all screwed. I don't think so, though. I think humanity is getting better over these long-term time frames, okay? So we have to take that view. And they printed a lot of money, and now they're saying, oh, the economy's doing great. So what they think they can do is just fool you by putting the job number data up and all these other data. They're all totally fake. We know inflation basically made everything cost twice as much as 5 years ago. You're not getting paid twice as much as 5 years ago. The economy, people are not in the economy acting like the economy is booming at all. This is the global liquidity fractal with Bitcoin out here. We had the ticky down. Just running out of buyers, but hopefully it's just the best is yet to come, and we're just gonna have to take it day by day as we are every single day. What else can we really do? Just make sure you don't basically lose the plot and just start cheating. Others BTC, unfortunately, man, it's now back to a doji, back to a red candle. Oh my gosh, bro, are you ever gonna go? Are you ever, you piece of shit? Been waiting forever and ever and ever. Friends, please. Do we need to sacrifice anybody? I've already spoken to you about it. I'm very close now. Who are we going to sacrifice? We're going to have to pick someone else out. Just pick someone else out that we can find. We'll just literally sacrifice them. Okay? Old Testament style. What do? Slice them up, put them on the altar. Hopefully God comes down and doesn't strike us. Is that how they used to work? Let me know. Soy ETH ratio, friends. Remember, Soy ETH had 5 green weeks in a row, and all it could do was come here. So maybe it's going to come back and do a little ticky down. Remember, Binance ASTER has taken all the mind share recently. Some call it, it's kind of funny, they call it the Temu Hyperliquid, because I love his everything Chinese version just looks like a Temu version of stuff. It's kind of funny. Everyone knows what it means. So Temu Hyperliquid, because it's backed by CZ, it's obviously got some big weight behind it. I did read a bit of a sad story as well. Some guy's friend, he put in initially $600,000 to short it because he was watching it. He said, he saw that this thing, he thought it was a total scam. So he sees it appear, he sees that it's bundled, and he sees the website is trash, and then the market cap starts going up. He thought he could get a genius short on it, and then as it goes up, it keeps going up, and there's not much activity on ASTER on the DEX, and so he unfortunately then he makes the fatal mistake. Instead of taking a loss, it's very hard for him just to take that loss once you're in too deep. He then adds $800,000 on margin, and then he puts on more short. It gets liquidated just because ASTER kept going up, right? And then I left a comment as well. Maybe you see me on Twitter. I left a comment on this guy, the guy's friend who made, obviously the guy doesn't want to come and tell people did this, but I said look, man, CZ is the founder and the CEO. We all know he's behind Binance, right? Binance is 120 billion market cap, bro. It's like if CZ literally, he is long ASTER. It's a DEX. You understand? He has a 120 billion company, and he says DEXs are the future. You can understand why it's very easy for this thing to trade at 12 to 24 billion, because it's literally the market can just go and price in market makers and volume eventually just routing through ASTER in the future, if it really wants to in a bull market. You know what I mean? And this guy's shorting it at 1 billion, thinking, oh, it's way too high at 1 billion. Then it goes to 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 4. That's why it just gets liquidated out here. And look, that's what I'm saying. It could easily trade at 10 to 20 billion. Not saying I'm not long on it. I'm not long on these stuff. I'm just telling you, please, for the love of God, do not get short anything in a bull market. You just have no idea, because you don't know, man. There's new things that appear. There are big names behind this stuff. You just don't know. They don't declare themselves yet until the thing goes up. After the things go up, they go, ha, 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 do you know I'm actually part of this team? And then everyone's really aware of what's going on, okay? So that's what you got to be focusing on, which is just stay long and stay strong. Let's check out some Pulse Chain stuff, friends. I'm giving you a lot of Pulse Chain updates. Nothing else really to see here. Everything's still in poopy town because the whole crypto market's still red. Sea of red, everything going down. You probably want to see the box of friendship for Ethereum, which is now the anti-Semitic box. It's very anti-Semitic. Do you remember? We were meant to go up and have friendship. Instead, we went come down here, liquidate people, come down straight back to the level, whatever, man. Just, we're sick of it. We're sick of this stuff, dude. We're sick of this stuff. How are we going to end, guys? How are we going to end in 3 months? Do you understand it takes 3 months just of walking up to erase this stupid scam manipulation piece of trash price? Actually, it just takes 3 months for that. So there's absolutely no way we're just going to end in 3 months. Some people say we've already ended. That could be a thing as well. What I'm going to do now, friends, very gently play some Pumpy G music. Oh yeah. So you already know what's going on, friends. Racist Russell 2000. He's actually at all-time highs. Stock market strong, everything strong. It's just crypto being a scam piece of shit. all over again. What else can we really do? Also, gold, friends, is still beaming. I guess this is why. I've just noticed that right now. Gold has traded a full candle above the all-time high. So this is basically risk off, you know. Friends, when gold goes up, people are like exiting the world. They're going out of the financial system of the world and they're getting into analog. That's what gold is. Gold is just literally, gold is the analog digital network effect of money. So if gold's going up, then it's gold price in US dollars. It's pretty just exiting that, you know. Now, when Bitcoin goes up, it's also people exiting, but we don't really see it like that because crypto's digital. So now if people are in crypto, because we have stablecoin SuperCycle and you have stablecoin rails and payments, you're not exiting the whole world, really. You know what I mean? You're just going into just digital world now. You could be, as crypto's market cap goes up, right? Or Bitcoin's market cap goes up. It kind of is saying that, but not completely, right? It would be almost like, because it's so like intertwined, it would be like, let's say you don't really have full faith in the US dollar. So what you did is you bought, say, Nvidia. Okay. And you kind of like, look, Nvidia make chips and they make chips and they're going to sell AI chips around the world. And it's a very large network. So you're kind of, it would be the same thing where you're like, oh, you're storing value in like AI and hardware chips. It's different. It's outside the system, but not really. You know what I mean? Like it's all, we're all linked, friends. We're all linked. All of us are connected. That's what's happening all over the world. And let's crack on with the news as well. So I've got, actually, what we'll do is, friends, let's look at some blockchain backer charts. Same stuff as before. This is the charts overlay. What we can see is this is the racist Russell 2000 and Ethereum. Okay, similar chart out here. And the bottom is 2018 to 2021 of it happening in the past, where the racist Russell 2000 and Bitcoin, where everything just started rising up together. We're in that little box of trashness here. It was a box of friendship, man, but now the box of friendship is being really racist as well. What can we do? We can't do much about it. This is that anti-Semitic box that we just went through. Remember, we were just meant to go up and we didn't. Oh no. Also, friends, I saw, it's kind of funny in BCB's comment section. Funny top comment. They said, BCB, you said by September, if XRP trades at $2.80, you are taking risk off the table. You're taking like a third of your whole position, your whole portfolio, because you're not happy with it anymore. So I checked the price. XRP went down to $2.70 down here. It actually did. And it actually, so it hit his $2.80. You know what I mean? So he was talking about that pretty much here. It was like above $3 and they really thought, okay, it's about, we're going to go up. We're going to go up now. So he hasn't made any comment. That was a comment on it. Okay. So I don't know what's going to happen. Look, I don't care, bro. I'm going down with the ship. And like I said, Titanic's already sunk. There's a floating ice cube. I'm there waving at everybody. You know what I mean? I don't give a crap at this point. Just send everything to zero. Send Earth to zero. I don't give a crap. You understand? I just don't care. We've lost all faith. There's nothing else to be happy about. Even MicroStrategy can't hold the bid. You know what I mean? So, whatever. It is what it is. Okay, now, checking out the news. How are you doing today on this fine day, friends? You doing great? It's been a great 4 years of wasting our time holding this godforsaken industry, hasn't it? Now, it's kind of funny, by the way. People in Bitcoin Maxi portfolios, they're like, oh yeah, Bitcoin's been amazing, everything. I'm like, bro, do you understand in 4 years, you're not even up 2x? Do you know that? Do you understand how terrible of a trade that is? Because crypto can go to zero. You know that. Your downside is zero. Effect, it is zero. You don't. If crypto goes to zero, the US government is not going to print money and debase the population to get this thing back up. That's the stock market. Okay, so the stock market's not going to zero. Yeah. If the stock market goes to zero, it means the whole population's dead. Yeah, it literally means there's no more of a population to debase their working money and tax them to actually keep a bid on it anymore. So with crypto, your risk is literally zero. Do you understand what you basically, like, you're celebrating? You're like, oh, great. We always went to zero, but at least I'm up at 2. Like, it is absolutely shocking. But then we actually, friends, I know the game, bro. In their mind, they're not looking at the 2x. No one's thinking about today. We're always pricing in the future. They're thinking Bitcoin's going to be like $450,000, like Plan B says, in the next like 60 days. They're always constantly thinking that. That's why people are constantly holding on for hope. But what if Bitcoin dominance goes down? What if Ethereum just goes up and snaps up to 6,000 or 7,000, right? So you have to see, friends, you can't go off people's emotions because people are always speculating that things are about to go really, really good in crypto and everything's just going to turn around, okay? So you have to look deeper into that. Now, we had the most breaking news of all. Literally, friends, came out moments ago, literally moments ago. And I'm not joking. This was the funniest thing. I could not believe this. I'm just like, I couldn't believe it. The emperor has no clothes. So HoneyXBT, let's go. HoneyXBT, friends. She's a female Indian trader. I think she's Indian. I don't know. Oh, look. Okay. Bombay Trillionaire is following her. Friends, you understand? Everyone in crypto follows her. Everyone. But because she's been trading for 4 years, she posts like these charts, like, hey, I'm getting long here and stuff out here, right? And so here she is. Obviously, because, friends, if you're a female, there's a lot of simps in crypto, right? You know, and everyone's like, oh, cool. Look at this. GM, I started taking profits on my shorts. I was looking for a deeper pullback. Okay, so, and so what's happened is she's made a post. I think she accidentally left a hint, right? And someone's been able to track her wallet. And the big reveal is, as I mentioned to you earlier, this whole time she was trading with just $10 in her account. And so this is a problem with the whole crypto industry, especially KOLs, friends. Like, we know there's a lot of lying and fabrication out here. But man, it's been crazy just to see these things come out. So obviously this is her Twitteroonies. This is her post. Let's just show you. This is actually, friends, I had no idea she's got a husband. So now probably she's going to lose followers. Everyone's going to realize. That's just typical guys. Like, what? She's got a boyfriend. I think it's actual her husband or her boyfriend. He trades as well. Now this, friends, look. He also does what she does, the LARPing. But he's trading with $100. Jesus, man. Friends, just look at this. Bro, you've been here since 2016. You're trading with $100? Bitcoin was $200 in 2016. It was $200 to $400. Actually, it went to $600, $800. But still, bro. What? Oh, my gosh. Friends, I'm telling you now, most people are frauds. They're frauds, man. They're frauds. They don't buy low, sell high. They don't hold. They can't hold. They're weak. They are weak. Most of the people you and I come across, they're not good at what they do in terms of investing in markets. What they're good at is speaking, communication. They're good at, like, when they type, they can get into your head and the voice that you read their text, right? It's like, if for some reason you just like it. Could be funny, could be witty, sound smart. They're not actually like that, friends. I can name a lot of KOLs. I don't want to like throw anyone under the bus. They got a lot more numbers than me. Friends, they're full of shit. They're full of crap. They're literally full of crap. Okay, they just keep weeding people in because they sound like they know what they're talking about. There's so many times, bro. You know what the hell you're talking about, bro. Firstly, you cheat lows. Oh, I've de-risked my portfolio, bro. What does de-risk mean? It means you sold the low, and then you're gonna like re-risk in 60 days after everything's gone up to the high. Friends, they're all full of crap, dude. And they're making money off subscriptions. You probably wondering something. How do they even survive? Habibi. They're just making money off the subscriptions and people just signing into. That's their passive income. Oh, yeah. Look at this guy. I've been on crypto Twitter for 7+ years. I'm doing leverage trades, on-chain plays, airdrop opportunities. He even wrote, old season just started. Friends, look at this. He's posting, look, I closed everything. Massive wins. Sol, ETH, Bitcoin, 10x, 10x, 10x. Friends, his whole account's $100. He's literally doing $5 positions on this. So literally, you mean when he made when HoneyXBT, so his wife, girlfriend, friends, when she made some of her trades, friends, you understand that the comment section is going nuts. Like in one of the trades, they found that she was like making like, oh, I made a big win. Friends, it was literally 8 cents. 8 cents. Oh my god, this is the actual real news of everything going on today, friends. Like, it's just, this is wild, man. Look at this, man. This is 10 cold American dollars. Insane role play. So they actually found their account $10 position, bro. Everyone's like, this is crypto Kobe. Nah, the average woman on crypto Twitter is actually a guy. So he's saying, hey, at least like we found out, I guess she's actually a girl. So you know what I mean? So that's actually a bonus for in the industry. She got 2 McChickens on the train. Oh, friends, the comments killed me. I wish I could show you all of them, man. Oh my god. Holy F, these hoes out here are laughing. Bitch dropped a fat analysis on a $10 position. Thanks, friends. I'm saying, like, SA structure. And you know what? She's actually pretty good. She's actually all right. She's all right. But you're $10 positions, man. Look at this. This is 98% of crypto Twitter. So just, oh my gosh. Friends, look at this. She actually made a tweet and everyone thought she was joking. She started getting too many people following. Look. Funny, all of you think I'm rich. I trade with $10, sir. She told us, no one to believe it. You're telling me the woman that utilized herself being a woman in a space of nerdy incels to financially profit from people in the early Solana days who had a few big simps pushing deals her way and do NFT collabs with is a LARP? I had no idea. So that's actually, I guess, she was a girl. That's how she got these insider deals. Friends, obviously, I'll guarantee she would have got like NFT mints and deals. She just dumped on it immediately on the opens for a 2x. Her liquidation is at $6.6 million. It's pretty good risk management. Jeez, man. So, I mean, like, I just can't believe it, man. Like, she's often bragging. I told you so. She would also often brag, like, I told you so. As in, like, I told you it was going to go up and Ethereum was cheap. She'd go back and she'd, like, quote it. I'm like, my gosh, man, my gosh. Welcome to crypto. Well, just welcome to crypto, you know, just each to their own, you know. I'm not saying you, like, look, we're not saying if you put a lot of money on the line, you're a bigger man or a bigger, it's not about that, right? Because it's gambling at the end of the day. Just showing you, friends are all full of crap, dude. They are all full of crap. I know people watch me with amazement and they go, I can't believe, like, you're still holding. You're still holding. You know what? I hope, friends, you've learned from me. I'm still holding. Plus, I tell you, you know what? It feels shit, man. I don't know when it's going to get better. I hope it gets better. Here's all the macro. Here's all the stuff. I show you the stuff I'm looking at, but I still don't know. So I'm helping you navigate uncertainty. I hold, right? Actions speak louder than words. I'm holding, and my feelings like, man, it feels like it's dog shit all the time. We're having fun while we're, like, you know, sending ourselves into insanity and torture. Still holding, though. Still holding, refuse to give up. That's what a lot of people I know. A lot of you have learned off that. Okay, a lot of people do tell me often. Every day I get messages that say, dude, if you were not here, I would literally not be here. I would literally not be here. So I know everyone's seeing it and they're learning. They literally refuse to give up. Refuse to give up. Because I've got to tell you, you don't need to do this for the next 100 years, friends. You know what I mean? You're only going to get one home run. Just one. It doesn't mean go all in on one thing. I mean, like, one swing. You just need one. Like, for example, like, and if you had, let's say you got a $1 million position, okay? You don't need to hunt for the next 48x return, okay? Only like a spastic like me would try to look for something like that. Most people, you don't need to do that. You can just go for your 2x's after that. You know how easy it is to get a 2x in crypto? You're just buying Bitcoin or Ethereum in bear markets. You see what I mean? And you can just live off the yield. So we did see, right, crypto liquidations hit a record $1 billion loss. It's a record since 2023, and I've written I'm tired, boss, as we got to see. US lawmakers have asked the SEC to implement President Trump's executive order opening $12.5 trillion 401k retirement market to crypto. So that's actually a big thing, friends. So the 401k, the savings market, $12.5 trillion. If people just allocate 1 to 2% of that into crypto, Bitcoin, our market caps go up more. So even though they're only adding, say, $100 to $200 billion of dollars, that's US dollars coming in. It doesn't add that much of market cap. You get like a 10x multiplier on market cap. So it just adds another couple of trillion, okay, which is huge. That's only if they do 1 to 2%. What if in the future they grow to 5% or 10%? Oh my gosh, now we've got almost a $50 to $100 trillion industry, right? So alert as well, friends. UX Link has confirmed a security breach in its multi-signature wallet with stolen funds sent to Sexes and Dexes. The team works. So, man, I don't know what UX Link is. Just be careful, man. It's another one of these random smart contract multi-wallet things, and I don't even know how these things work. I don't know how to check the code. Stick with your hardware wallet, the Trezor, the Ledger. Just, you know what I mean? Just carry a gun in your pants. Okay, I'm already loaded with one. I wake up with one every morning. So, it is what it is. But it's just this game, friends. It's all this code. One wrong bot and it's over. Just be careful, please. But not your keys, not your coins. Just be careful. Nvidia is going to invest $100 billion in OpenAI to deploy 10 gigawatts of GPU data centers in 2026. I've shown you this because I'm reminding us that AI is still powering the future. It's taken a bit of a stall out. You know, ChatGPT, the voices are getting better. Friends, have you seen the voices, the AI, man? Everything is it's getting better. It's exponentially getting better. And yes, hopefully the future does get to turn around for our big old season 2. MicroStrategy has bought 850 Bitcoin and MetaPlanet bought 5,400 Bitcoin. Okay, so you remember we go to bitcointreasuries.net just to see where their mNAV is trading. So I think if I go check it, MetaPlanet is number 5, MicroStrategy is number 1, biggest holder. So the mNAV of MicroStrategy, which is Michael Saylor, it's at 1.324. This is obviously very, very, very low, but it's probably going to keep ticking low. And then, the mNAV for MetaPlanet is down to 1. Oh my gosh. You are absolutely G. It's over, bro. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Yeah, it's over. It's over. I've just made a Telegram post literally right. Yeah, it's over. That, you can't. Nah, man. You can't. That's not bull market stuff, dude. That's, we've run out of Bitcoin demand. That's what that's saying. Not Bitcoin USD price or anything, but just about like, it means on average, new money coming in, they just don't care about these stocks, bro. I think the meta of these is changing. I was right, friends. I'm telling you, they're all sexually frustrated, sexually confused people. Look, newsflash. If you go into a club and there's 500 gay dudes in there and you close your eyes and you kiss someone, just because your eyes are closed doesn't mean you're not gay. You're still gay. These are these sexually confused people who are still hanging around here, who are trying to tell us that these Bitcoin companies are the future. Bro, you're just altcoiners trapped in the closet. Oh, the mNAV is down to 1.026. Friends, what that means is there's no more premium pretty much. It means the Bitcoin on their balance sheet is worth the same amount of the stock. That means it's the same as the public open market. There's no advantage to having this. Now you're like, that's, you know, it's the fate of MicroStrategy eventually as it goes on in the future. And people are going to be looking to buy these things at a huge discount. That's what people are going to try to do, takeovers in the next bear market. They'll probably try to buy the companies for discounted Bitcoin and then try to like get a vote for everybody in the company to vote for the directors to actually basically sell the Bitcoin and then buy back the shares to close the gap. That's what, so they can make money. But oh boy. Moving on, next thing, friends. Chomley has now confirmed he owns 2.4 million Ethereum. There is 120 million Ethereum, 120. He's got 2.4 million, friends. So that's big. Chomley, remember all the FUD that was coming out, friends? Chomley, he's literally got, I think, $9.5 billion of Ethereum. And he bought $20 million of WorldCoin. 20 million M. It's so tiny. It's just 2%. If 2% of the size, and everyone's like, he doesn't believe in Ethereum anymore. It's good fun. It's good fun, you know. Toyota, Yamaha, and BYD Beyond, they're now accepting payments in Tether, friends. This is in Bolivia. Businesses turn to stablecoins to navigate the country's USD shortage. So, USD shortage. Yeah, who's taking it? The government, because they print currency. You know, they print their currency. They use their currency to keep dumping and buying US dollars for themselves. That's what ends up happening, right? So that's what we're going to face a crisis in the future. Every single country, the people, friends, why do you want to hold your own nation's currency anyway? They're all dog shit. Like if you're risk on, you're holding assets. If you're risk off, you're holding US dollar. There you go. Problem solved for most people. So a problem solved for us, but that actually introduces, it's funny. It's a problem solved for every citizen of every nation, but now you add a problem for every other government besides the US. So what's going to happen? It's going to be the world versus US government. That's why we might see, you never know, Donald Trump might come out and he might say, you know what? If you don't allow our stablecoins in your country, we're just going to raise tariffs on you. You're going to let your people hold the US dollar because it gives America even more power. Also, friends, I want to give a very special, respectful and humble shout out to Mr. DjCryptoMatic from the Pulse Chain community. I've added him as moderator for my comment section. Friends, I've got to tell you right now, he did a scan. He now has some sort of bot. So I don't know how you have this bot scanner thing. You're a DJ. You've got spinning hex logos. You're playing this cracker music and this amazing stuff. And somehow also He's got lead hacksaw coding bots. Friends, I just look. Friends, I'm making like 5 or 6 videos a day, okay? He just scanned 50 videos. But you know, friends, you don't understand, okay? On the dunny, thinking about the dunny, walking to the dunny. Many parts of my day, I'm opening the freaking little YouTube studio platform and I'm going to the comment section and I'm seeing what the bots write a new word. Friends, you don't understand. I go to the filter moderator, the moderator bots. When they give you a word like X123, I have to ban that. Then I have to click OK. Then I have to go ban that with a comma, and then that with a $sign, and then that with a $sign and $sign, that with an exclamation mark. I have to get every single variation of that. Waste all my time, one word. And guess what happens just 2 days later? They do a new word. Instead of X123, now it's X125. And I'm like, oh my gosh, got to do it over and over and over again. So he found, look at these, in just 50 videos, they found 756 spam bot comments. So he's got a scanner now. So thank you very much. Hopefully this gets to like hide and delete a lot of these automatically. Yeah, man, I'm telling you right now, man, YouTube, I don't know why they don't do it, bro. Just charge, bro. Charge me like 1 cent. I'll pay for everyone's comments, dude. Let me pay for a filter, dude. Like, just, yeah. But hopefully this is fixing it. Now, we do our best. I do love and appreciate every single one of you. And that brings us to where we are today. You and I still confirming friendship. Anti-Semetic Russell, you know, it's right near the all-time high. We've got Anti-Semetic Ethereum's box. We've got to keep cranking on through. We just had liquidations. Stay away from leverage. We're still holding altcoins. Friends, I can assure you, we're all feeling this frustration, okay? The only people who don't really feel as much frustration, they got a lot of stable coins and they think everything's going to dump more. Or they think their soul, like, you got to understand, friends, like, Solana, their euphoria point is $450. It's not even a 2x away. Do you know what I mean? So, like, you can go join that euphoria wave, but then what if you're wrong about everything else? What if when Solana does a 2x, everything else is up 6? You can't get back in. You've missed the first 6x of whatever you're holding, you know? So, we're all going to make it, friends. Don't forget it loves you. Like, subscribe. Catch you in the next one.